That just falls apart, guys, right in your hand. That's exactly what you want. Alright guys, welcome into Knock Knock Grill. This is where we're going to grill on our gas grill and our charcoal grill. Today we're making oxtails, smoked oxtails, and we're going to be doing it on our Weber Kettle grill, and we're going to be using the Weber ring. So let's just get to it. Guys, let's just go over the Weber ring. It's a ring, right? It sits inside the grill just like this, and you put charcoals around the side. And you get a nice slow burn. It's like the snake method, right? Well, it's just gonna start to burn across, and we're gonna keep a nice even temperature of probably right around 210 to 250 or so is what we want. So that's what we're gonna do. So, all right guys, let's go over the setup, right? So this is our Weber ring, right? This is our centerpiece. And then you put the charcoals in like so, right? These are some leftovers that I had, right? So you put the charcoals in, you hit a fire starter here, and it starts to burn across. Guys, and we can easily, right, control the temperatures on this. So you get our charcoal in, put our ring on top, we put our grill, great. And that's it, guys, easy schmeezy. So let's go ahead and finish setting this up all the way. And guys, I use this Kingford, right? Professional. Costco usually has these on sale in the beginning of the spring, and I buy up a whole bunch of bags, guys. They pretty much will last me all year. All right, guys, and then I'm going with some Mystique wood chunks, right? All right, so we got our fire starter. I don't know, I've had this box for about a year now, maybe more. I usually start with 2 of these. And I just kind of sit them in here. All right, so we're just gonna wait for everything to catch and kind of start to ash over a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back. This is a gas grill grease catcher, right? All right, so now don't forget, we're open to the second hole, right, on the bottom grate. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open this all the way up. I almost forgot. How are we gonna know what the temperature is, right? So I'm gonna put our temperature gauge right about here. And this is our Weber Connect, guys, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and close this down. All right, guys, so last night, we seasoned up our meat, and we did something like this. All right, so it's been sitting seasoning now for about, I'd say about 10 hours, no, about 18 hours or so. All right, guys, our oxtails are looking good, they're smelling good. I'm gonna let them come down to room temperature or so, a little bit. Just don't wanna throw cold meat onto the grill. So we're gonna just let them sit outside for a little while, or outside of the refrigerator. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back when that's ready to go. All right, guys, our temperature is actually spiking up, and I really closed this down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the oxtails on here, right? Because I don't want to waste any more fuel. I'm going to put the oxtails on here and try and get the temperature right. All right, guys, our oxtails are on the grill. We'll close it down. All right, guys, so the landscapers left for my neighbor's house. And this is what we got. We're at 229 right now, right? And I think I'm just going to leave it right there. And just let's take a quick look at our vents. Don't forget, we're at the second hole on our kettle on the bottom, and on the top we just barely got it open, guys. We barely got it open. So yeah, so we're gonna let this go for at least let's say 2 hours or so. All right, guys, it's been about an hour and change. Take a look at our oxtails, guys. Let me give you guys a nice little quick flyover. This is what they're looking like. They've taken on quite a bit of smoke, right? Now, I'm gonna smoke them for another hour or so. And let's just take a look down here. Now, our coals are right here where it's starting to burn. We started over here, remember? We started, we're about an hour and a half in, so we're there. All right, guys, let me close this down before it gets too, our fire management gets too out of control. And I'm gonna let this go for another half hour or so, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Oh, guys, and so real quick, let's just squirt this. I got some beef stock, better than bouillon beef stock. I'm just gonna give these a squirt, just so they don't dry out on us, right? Now I'm gonna flip these over. All right, we're gonna close that up. And I'm gonna move this over the meat. All right, guys, for the last hour, we've been at 253, right where we wanna be, right where we wanna be. All right, so let's take a look at our oxtails. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Let's get in there. Let's give you a nice little flyover. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. We're on the way, guys. And our fire is like right about here now. So we started over here and we worked our way around and we're right here now. All right, guys, so now it's time to braise these off. We got some onions and garlic down here in the bottom. Guys, I'm gonna take some of the beef stock that we have. I'm gonna pour that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just pour the whole thing in here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Right. All right, guys, and we want to raise the temperature up a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and open this up a little. All right, and we'll be back in like about, an hour and a half, 2 hours. If we have to, we'll take this and put it in the oven on the inside. All right, guys, we've been rocking like right around 306. And let's just see what we got. And it's been about an hour and a half or so. Yeah, guys, look at this. Yeah, these are fall apart tender. Let's see. Yeah. Not quite, guys. They would be pull apart and not fall apart. So these are going back. Closing this back up. I'd say another hour or so. You know, our charcoal is like right about here. So I'd say we only got a few minutes of charcoal. You know what? Let's add some more charcoal to this. Let's add some real charcoal real quick. And I'll put the meat on this side because our heat is over here. And I'm going to keep the open vent near the fire, right? All right, guys, let's check it out. It's been about a half hour. We've been rocking right around 259. All right, let's see if it's tender. All right, let's see if it's nice and tender, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna say it is. Yeah, that's, yep, guys, these are nice and tender. I'm gonna let these, you know what? I'm pulling these off, let them sit for about a half hour. Alright guys, let's check for tenderness, right? That just falls apart, guys, right in your hand. That's exactly what you want. Let's go give this a taste. Alright guys, so here's our piece that we scrunched up on camera. Look at that. Alright guys, let's give this a taste. Gosh, it's smoky. Guys, it's tender, but it's not like all apart tender. You get what I mean? Guys, oxtails, cowtails, whatever you want to call it. And of course, motorcycle goes by when we're on camera, but guys, I gotta make my plate. Like, subscribe. Smoked oxtails. I wonder how much these are going for, because I know I wouldn't pay for them in the street when I can make them myself. Like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Knock, knock, grill, grill. Let's do a flyover. Guys, look at this.